So thank you so much for joining us. My name is Divya. I'll be your host for today's talk show. Why do you need to follow your passion? And don't forget Slido. If you can't ask any questions, since you have Slido, that doesn't mean you can't ask questions. So even if you want to ask questions, you won't ask because we are Malaysians. So that's why we have Slido.com. So do ask many questions, as many questions as possible. And anything else? Nothing else. We go to the talk show. Okay. So I think to begin with, we have three amazing guest speakers. Amazing hosts, three amazing guest speakers, and to invite these three amazing guest speakers, I need to give a slight intro. When these three of them, when they came to ET Ideas, they were so blur. They didn't know what to do. They were clueless regards to their passion, regards to what they want to do, and all these things. But today they are the guest speakers, and that transformation. Oh, clap. But today, they are the guest speakers for this talk show. It's something very, very transformational, something for us to look back and see what actually happened in their life. And they had so much of potential, that's one. And they were very, very passionate about finding out their passion. They were very, very passionate about being successful. They were so focused and so committed with ET Ideas, with the companies that we work, with the CEOs themselves. And that gets a lot of attention from the top CEOs in ET Ideas. And they were noticed by all these top CEOs in ET Ideas, and they were offered leadership programs from top companies in ET Ideas itself. Can we give them another round of applause? This leadership program that they were offered, it easily worth 300k to 500k, and let's invite the guest speakers. Let's meet the amazing guest speakers. Wait up. Okay, first guest speaker. Let's invite Tivashini. She's doing her leadership. Tivashini, she's doing a leadership program at New Wave Synchronizer. New Wave Synchronizer is a $1 million web and app developing company, and she is in the leadership program that's worth 500k. All right, let's welcome Tivashini. And the next guest speaker, next guest speaker, she's doing a leadership program in the world-class, first-class travel agency in Malaysia, Keatum Holidays. And she is in the leadership program under the Keatum Holidays, which is worth 500k. And let's welcome Jennifer. Last but not the least, you guys know who's the guest speaker, right? Everyone is looking at it already. Okay, the next guest speaker is, he's doing his leadership program worth 300k at ET Boost. ET Boost is an online channel. It's the first ever podcast channel in Malaysia. Let's welcome Sharvi. If you're thinking we came very color-coded, very nice and all, this is pure coincidence. We never planned this. You don't believe me, right? Really, believe me. We never planned this. Okay, hi guys. Hi. You go, what tone? So Sherry is having sore throat. Okay, coming back to the talk show, don't forget Slido.com. Okay, we haven't gone to the talk show, so got a question already. Okay, why do you need to follow your passion? It's a question that's the most difficult to answer. But we'll be answering that question with the stories, with the experiences of these three people who will be sharing their stories, their experiences, that will give you an answer. Why do you need to actually follow your passion? Okay? Who do we start with? They're gonna go crick. Okay, let's start with Diva. Okay, Diva, I remember you saying that you had no clue what you wanted to do after Form 5 and all these things in regards to college or course and all these things. What? You look sad. Now you're happy, right? Flashback. No need to go to 5 years old. Oh. Form 5 enough. I remember she was saying that she didn't have any clue about what she wants to do, what her passion is, and all these things. But today, she's actually part of a leadership program that's worth 300K, and she's working with the top CEOs in the company and being part of this $1 million web and app developing company. So how that happened, and how do you feel about it?
Okay. Let's start from SPM.
No need to go too far.
Yeah, SPM enough. Long story. Okay.
By the way, before you start, all 3 of them are 21 years old, by the way.
It's like a achievement.
It's like an achievement for Steve. Okay, all 21, all black badge.
Okay. After SPM, right? Okay, I was like every other youngsters. I didn't know what I wanted to do, which course to choose, and which way to go. And usually, what most of us will do is we follow our friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I also followed my friends. I applied for universities, the UPU and all. Whichever I can apply, I applied. But luckily, I didn't get any of it.
Luckily, you didn't get any of it.
Later, they will understand why I said that. Okay. After that, but I did get an offer for Form 6. And my friends also did get. Most of us will get that also.
Everyone will get that.
Yes. So what we did was we just go with the flow. We settled in Form 6 for 1.5 years there. And then after finishing my STPM also, then I still didn't have any clue what I wanted to do and all. I don't know what to do. It's really huge thing, you know. You need to choose a course for a degree and things like that. It scares you. And then I didn't know, but at that moment it was a bit difficult because my parents were asking me, what do you want to study now? And which course do you want to choose and all? And then that time is the time where all your relatives will come from far away. They will come and ask, what do you want to study? What do you want to continue and all? Gone. Then I had no idea and I was so frustrated with all that questions. And then I just applied for UPU again. Okay. And then this time I did get one of the didn't get that luck again.
You actually got the UPU.
Yeah, I got one of the universities. Okay, and then it was IT and entrepreneurship related course. I know that most of you didn't hear about that, but you guys know lah. In UPU, you can find all that weird courses. And then I just at first I didn't want to go, but then I didn't tell my parents that because my parents really wanted me to go because they wanted my future to be secured lah. That's what they wanted, but actually I didn't like that. But I just continued with the flow lah, go to the university and all. And then I was there for 3 weeks. Just that 3 weeks. That 3 weeks was the most worst part of my life. because I didn't like that place at all. And the environment there was, each one of them surrounding me, they wanted to be there. They really wanted to be there and they literally applied for that particular course and they did get it. But I was there, I didn't know what the course was and all. It was IT, okay, I like that. I should apply. and then
You ignored the word entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Because there was IT, okay, I just applied that. And then I had no idea what it was. And the first 3 weeks, they didn't teach about IT. What I studied was like economy, sejara, nothing related to IT. So I was like, why the hell am I here? And all. And then that time, I realized that I didn't like this. And I really wanted to get out of this place and find something else. But I didn't have the courage to tell my parents that I want to drop this lah. But then that time, the person rescued me, my sister.
The person rescued.
Actually, she's asked me to join this program before I finished my SPM lah, but then I delayed and all. You got some big problem, then only you realize I'm come to this solution. And then after that, that's where I met ET Ideas. So, okay, in ET Ideas, there's so many companies here, and I did get chance to work with some of the companies. For example, like Ascendance. Ascendance is a nationwide youth movement where they work with youngsters and they arrange field trips for youngsters, like their participants. And the first thing that when I came here, they asked me to arrange a field trip. And guess what? I'm not a talkative person. I'm so quiet that I don't even talk to my parents a lot. I was so quiet.
You know how many people you're talking to now?
And then they asked to arrange a field trip. That's where I built up my self-confidence and started to talk to people and all. So I'm here now. After that, I worked with ET Boost. ET Boost is a video production company. I edited subtitles for them. And currently, I'm in a leadership program under New Wave Synchronizer. New Wave Synchronizer is a website and app development company. And I have no idea in website developing, app developing and all. But Edward was there. Edward is the CEO of the company. He will be there always to guide me, to teach me all the stuffs that I need to do and all. And one of the projects that I did was directory. You guys know directory, right? The one you go to mall, if you're lost, you search on the one thing.
One thing. That thing.
Yeah, that thing is the directory. I helped to do that. It's for the plaza, this building. You can go downstairs and see that, but later.
She's telling that the directory that she did, it's actually downstairs. So when you go back home, you go and click, play away, and you think about Diva because she did it.
Okay, that was one of the few things that I did here after joining this program. It really makes me happy to see my work in front of my eyes and all. But back then, when I was in university, right, the 3 weeks, I regretted a lot. Why did I choose this? Why didn't I talk to my parents and tell them that I don't want to go and all? So that's why you need to follow your passion. Because if you don't follow your passion, you will regret it. You will regret it.
Okay. Thanks, Diva.
Thank you.
Can you give a round of applause? From not knowing what she wants to do, from being scared to talk to her parents, now she's talking to 30 over people and being very proud about what she has done, the work that she has done regards to doing a directory with the New Wave Synchronizer and all these things. And that shows how her self-confidence has improved a lot. And following your passion doesn't only makes you happy, but it also builds you as an individual from Diva's story. My eyes goes to Jennifer, which is next to Siva. Okay, Jennifer, I think three of them have, they are the same age and they don't have much experience from SPM to 21 years or so. About 5 years of experiences they are sharing. And Jennifer's case, I think Jennifer was also in college and she felt that something was missing. She did a diploma and she went on to do a degree, but something was missing, and then now a lot of things just changed, and to now she being part of Keaton Holidays and being in the leadership program. So share with us, why do you need to follow your passion?
Okay, let me start my story since I was in high school and how I ended up here in ET Ideas.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Okay. So during PMR, which is Form 3, I scored well for my exams, and apparently if you score well for PMR, you have to go to science stream because that is the norm. And I followed with it because my friends were doing it, and I didn't really know what I was passionate about or whether this would be the right path for me to further my studies. So I just went on with it, and I was very confused because I did not really like science, but I found it interesting. So I did study, and I also took up geography because I thought, oh, I like geography, so why not take geo too?
What else you do? Oh, I like geography. Any other subjects you took?
No.
Thank God you stopped at
Yes. So moving on, I did my SPM. I also scored well. And at that point, I was like, okay, so I took science stream, I took geo, but I did not see myself in this field, myself progressing in this field afterwards. So what I did was I went to family. Of course, you go to family, right? So they recommended that I should either become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or an accountant.
So which one did you pick, Jennifer?
Well, I had no choice, but I chose accounting because my whole family was in favor of that, so I went on with it. And so I took my diploma in accountancy. I did not know whether this would be the right path for me, but I just wanted to try out. Maybe this would be good for me. Maybe I can become an accountant. So I did do my diploma, finished it, and I was very unhappy because I realized that I did not see myself becoming an accountant, and this is not the lifestyle I want to lead. So I finished my diploma. So the next decision you would do is obviously take a degree in accountancy.
After you get a diploma, you must get a degree.
Yeah. Yes. But at that point, I wasn't brave enough to actually voice out what I wanted to do because I was still clueless. I did not know what I wanted to do. So I just went on. Worst decision ever was to go on with accountancy degree. And in my first semester, I realized that it was just too much, and I did not like the course. So at that point of contemplation, I was thinking of changing my course. And when I did that, and in that period, I actually met ET Ideas. Thankfully, I met ET Ideas, and I went for their open day, just like all of you here. I went for their open day, and something hit me because I realized that these people are actually doing what they like. They're happy doing what they like, and they're actually having a career out of it. So I got inspired, and I decided, okay, why not give it a try? So I took a leap of faith. I decided to join ET Ideas and also change my course change my degree, and now I'm studying business and marketing. So in the initial stages of ET Ideas, right, I started working on smaller projects in different companies, and eventually I was chosen to be a part of the leadership program in Keaton Holidays. And right now, I'm actually managing tours for travelers from overseas who want to have a holiday in Malaysia. So I actually manage that, an online portal where I actually do the bookings for them. I manage the entire tour right now. when I was offered this program, I was kind of reluctant because I was also doing my degree, right? So I was thinking, how am I going to balance out my work life and my degree? But I did not really hesitate. I just joined because I wanted to do something. So I just went on with it. And apparently I found out that whatever I was learning, I could actually apply it to my studies. And I actually scored well for all my exams.
How well did you score, Jennifer?
Good enough.
Good enough. She scored 4 pointers, guys. 4 pointers, all A's. Yeah, full mark. That's all A's and that's good enough for Jennifer.
So, yeah, I'm doing that. And I never would have thought that this would be possible because previously my perception was if you're a student, you just have to study. And if you're working, you just have to work. But I was able to find a balance between work life and studies and also be actively involved in ET Ideas other projects that they have. And I'm actually managing myself and time, and I'm taking more risks and challenges, building myself, because previously I had no idea where I was going, but right now I know I'm growing. So yeah.
I like the tagline that she said towards the end regards to she didn't know where she was going when she was studying back then. She knows she was in this accounting degree, diploma and all, but she didn't see herself growing somewhere. She didn't see herself herself as a person. I'm sure she grows as a physically, but as a person, as an individual, she didn't see the growth in herself, and that made her make this decision and change a lot of stuff. Now it's coming from her own mouth that she is actually seeing herself growing, and that's the most important thing one person needs to see in yourself, that you are actually growing, and that happiness is you cannot express that happiness regards to seeing yourself grow as a person. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. So the last but not the least, questions we'll look at it later. Jennifer? Jennifer, you cannot look at it now. Focus on me. Okay. So Shabin, regards to you can start from secondary school also, since both of them started from secondary school. Regards to your experiences, your story of how you came about doing what you love to do, your passion, and why do you need to follow your passion?
So, to answer that question, why do you need to follow your passion? Why not? So because
why not, right? Okay, we all can go back home.
So I think most of us actually know the answer, because just that most of us may be not aware of it, because when you follow your passion, it's like you're doing what you love, right? So of course, when you do what you love, you will fulfill your happiness. So, but when in my school days, I was not aware of it, and when I finished my SPM and I took accounts class, and I scored well in my SPM in account subject, and I scored A. So of course, you took account class, you score A in accounts. Of course, you took the next step is
be accountant also, lah.
Yeah. So you choose accounting course. So I took diploma in accounting. And by the way, I and Jennifer and I was same course, same college, same intake, but different classes. So and I took diploma in accounting, and I 2 years diploma in accounting course, and I did well. I scored well as well. But while I'm doing my diploma in accounting at the last sem, one thing just came to my mind, that I want to know how the working life of an accountant, because always people talk about fancy way, or this is how it look like, all these things, but I really want to know, because in 2 years of diploma you just study only. You never know how the working life is. It's all in the book. It's all theory based only. So then I just really wanted to work. So after I finished my diploma, so the thing in my mind was I want to work in any firm, accounting firm. And that's where at the same time I met ET Ideas. So, and I talked to Wansla, which she is my mentor now currently, and she said, why don't you join ET Ideas? But I was so firm with my decisions. I want to work in some accounting firm and see. I want to this thing lah. Then I refused to. At first, I refused to join ET Ideas, and which is what I regret it now. Then I found a small audit firm through my part-time lecturer. He has his own firm, so I joined the firm. I go for interview, I selected, and the first day of work, like you wear formal, tie, working place, you have certain expectations, right? So I just go, and after 1 month, I was like, oh my god, I cannot. Because the reason is accounting, when you choose accounting course, the working life is like, after 1 month working there, the working experience I gain is, it's 9 to 5 job, and you need to sit in front of laptop or computer and work the whole day. So you need to just dealing with papers and computer. So for
No
me,
humans.
humans, but they also like a mission.
Why are you clapping for this?
So it was like that, and I feel like I'm not that type of person who can sit for so long like that, and I don't like that working life. It may maybe some people like it, but from my personal experience, I don't like the thing, and I get to know that this is not what I really want. Because my initial plan was I want to work for 3 to 4 months, then I pursue my degree. That's what my initial plan was. So when I work, then I get to know this is what this is not really meant for me, and I don't like this. So the next question will be, then what else you like? So that's where the question comes. Then what is your passion, right? So
the question came to your mind, or
yeah, and of course people will ask lah. When you don't like this, and what else you like? Then that's the time you need to think what actually you like, right? So and after I hold my breath and work there for 3 to 4 months, after I finish my work, the last day I was so happy. And finally, because all this while I still keep in touch with ETIDS because they have their talk shows, and I will just go for the talk shows, all these things. And finally, after I stop my work, and then I joined ETIDS, and that's where my journey begins of finding my passion. So when first joined the program, and they give me an opportunity to work with a company called ETBoost, which is an online channel and video production company. So, and here I am, studied accounting and video production, totally two different thing, different field, and I have no knowledge about this. And they said, "Why you want to try or not?" I just want to give a try and see lah. Then they give me the chance to try. That is a big thing for me because I don't have any knowledge about it. So I just give a try, and I learn a lot of stuff because you working with the company, right? So you straight away go to the groundwork and really work with them. I slowly go for their shoots and learn about how to use videos, and like these talk shows. You see the video there, camera there. Slowly I learn like that, and I slowly learn how to use camera setting through YouTube's and all these things. I learned for a few months. Then I realized after a few months that I'm a person like creative type of person because I like creative stuff. Video production field is something like they give you a camera, then you need to come up with your ideas, how you want to place your camera, the angles, all this. So I like this, and I'm actually happy working with ETBoost. So this is what I'm doing. And on the other hand, I also love dance. So as just now one person mentioned dance, right?
So you very happy when you
bingo. Then, I dance since 5 years old, but I just keep it to myself. And most of people who like dance, singing, all this art thing, all people usually keep it themselves. They won't show out because the main reason is, anyone want to guess why we don't tell to other people? Yes. Another thing, not just shy one thing. Another thing, people usually says like no future for this all. So in Malaysia, of course, cannot something like that. So I just keep it to myself. If I dance also at home, you see, you open music, you dance. Usually, how I dance in front of my siblings. When I open a song, right, they were sitting here. There's a TV in front. I'm in the middle. If a song going on means I'll be dancing in front.
They watch you or they
that's the thing. You see how they will react. I was let's say I'm standing here. They watching TV. They just like. they will react like as if no people in front. Because I always do that. Because I always do that. They so get bored because of that. So, but I just do. But I know that I have talent in dance because if I dance, sometimes I don't realize I'm doing this. I know this, but I just keep it in myself. So until I joined ETADS and I told to my mentor that I like dance. And they said, okay, why don't you perform dance performance at company annual dinner? You know, companies usually they have annual dinners, so they give me a chance to perform there, and I decided to do a group performance because I don't like solo performance. And they say, okay, group performance, come. They give me 20 people, all the company people. So, and the another thing is they are not a dancers, you know, because they are business people, they do works, right? So, never mind, I just give a try and I choreograph. I divide 20 people to 10 teams and work with them, and they did well, and the performance turns out awesome actually. After the performance, I felt like I need to take another step, because when I perform it, I feel I really happy when I'm doing this, and one thing came to my mind that I need to take another step about this. So I talked again to my mentor, and straight away she sent me on posters, dance competition poster. It's called Short and Sweet. It's an international competition. So she said, why don't you join this? And I start working on it to join the competition, because as I said, I like group performance, right? So I start looking for people. I start posting Insta, Facebook, all defined for people. I managed to form a team. Then and when dance practice, when you want to perform a dance performance, you need place, right? Venue. So I was looking for venue, and that's where one of the CEO in ETADS, his name is Edward Boy. He's the CEO of New Wave Synchronizer and also CEO of ETADS. And he gave me a place for me to dance, to do my dance practice, which is this place, but it's outside there. Because at night, the glass there is a reflective. You can see it's like a mirror, so you can see yourself. So every night I will do that. And the best part is, he gave that place free for me. So I'm just glad to get that opportunity to do my dance practice, and I was working on it. And currently I'm working on my dance practice, and as well as working with ETBoost company. And the best part is, video production and dance actually can combine together and actually come out with my own career. So that's the best thing. And to make it short, before I joined ETADS, I just dreaming about my dreams. After I joined ETADS, I'm living my dreams now.
That's it. I think for your information, although Sharvin was an accountant, he did accounting and stuff like that, Sharvin is an amazing video editor, an amazing dancer. To see that transformation of this creative person coming out of this accountant is what amazes me in regards to when they actually found what they love to do, when they actually found their passion. Regardless of wherever you are, you will do your best, you will give your best because you are happy at doing it. And good job, Sharvin. Thank you so much. So, questions. I'm not sure what my passion is. Tree climb. I'm not sure what my passion is. How do I know what I want to do? Hello? Hello? Three of you. Let's answer this question. Okay, let's say if they're not sure what their passion is. So how do I know what I want to do? How do I find my passion basically? Who wants to take it?
Okay, I'll take it.
Tell them.
Okay, it's like if you don't know what you want to do, right? The first thing, I also don't know what I wanted to do, and the first thing that I did when I came here was just try out the things they give you, lah. The first thing that I tell them was I like to do DIY stuffs and deco stuffs and all. So they gave me the job to decorate for open days and all. That's where I started. And then slowly you will find out so many things to do, and then you will get to one point that where you do that work and you will really love it. then that is your passion. Yeah.
What she's saying is explore regards to find out what you want to do by trying out a lot of stuff, and I'm sure that's how three of them also are doing what they're doing right now, regards to trying out a lot of stuff that were given to them, because they didn't know what they want to do. They all didn't know what they like to do. So trying out a lot of stuff, trying out one by one, eventually they get hold to this one career, one field that they are really passionate about, and they are very happy about it.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Just to try. When you say you want to, how do you find your passion? It's the first step is you need to take action. Otherwise, you just saying I want to find passion, just saying, and you never take any action.
It'll come.
So you really need to try it out, because even when I was young, I know I like dance, but I never take any action. Just saying only I like dance, I never do. Until I try it out, then only I know I like this.
Okay. Questions? Okay. Jennifer,
Yes.
did your parents support when you decided to drop the course?
Okay.
I asked the question already. Why are you looking?
Okay, good question. So initially, it was a tough decision to make because Asian parents, right? You join something, how can you just drop halfway? But I think I managed to persuade my mom first. So I spoke to the parent that's easier to talk to.
Talk to your mom. Strategy.
Strategy. So they could see I was really unhappy with what I was doing, and I think I'm really thankful and blessed that they understood where I was coming from. Because at the end of the day, your parents want to see you happy. They don't really, the idea of them to put you in a college or whatever is to see you become successful and to become someone. So like if you're not happy doing what you're doing now, I don't think you will be happy doing what you're doing later on. So I was just truthful to them, and I told what was happening, and yeah, they were supportive from this.
Okay. When you decide to follow your passion, this will create a conflict with your parents. How do you overcome this conflict?
Want to go first?
I think Shavin has to go.
Because I think the second question also same related.
How did your parents react when you said you want to dance? You want to answer together?
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
Same. Because my parents at first, they didn't say anything because I never tell also I want to. I just keep it to myself, and I just make my own assumption that they're not going to support me. They will say no, cannot, all this. Just before I even talk to them, because how I brought up is I'm not so close to my parents. I just say hi and just little things only. Like talk to them.
Hi,
I won't like that. I won't share my things and all this stuff. Then somehow now I'm doing what I love doing and doing video editing, because I studied accounting and now I'm doing something totally different, and at first I was having this problem because I don't really talk to my parents. That is take a few months to actually talk to my parents, and I with the guidance of mentor, I start talking to my parents first, because you need to talk to your parents. Otherwise, how you going to talk about your parents? What you like doing, right? So I just talk to my parents first, get close with them, and actually I get to know a lot of stuff that they actually want us to be happy in our life. They want us to be successful in our life, right? So, and when I start talk to them, share about what I'm doing, and finally I talk about what I love doing. I share that I want to do a video editor and want to be a dancer. I share to them, I sit and talk to them. This is what I really like doing, because when I share my story, they're willing to understand me, and they actually start support me. At the beginning, I have some little problem, but at the end, when I share that this is what I really want to do, and I can be a successful because I'm doing what I love doing, because I don't want ended up doing something I don't like. So because if let's say, because they will ask you accounting, you did accounting, right? So, and if I want to do degree, continue to do degree in my accounts, I already know that I don't like. So if let's say I go take degree and ended up being don't like and complaining, and let's say I take even loan, means I need to pay back that, right? So it's like a big problem for me. I need to responsibility, commitments for me. So that's how I talk to my parents. I actually spend time with them, and really that's when my perception actually breaks. You the only step you need to take is to talk to your parents. Actually, when you talk to your parents, you can clear all your doubts and you can clear out all the mind blocks they have as well. Because the only thing I did is simple. I just keep updating what I'm doing. And I'm sharing all my stories, what I'm doing and how happy I am. They can see it in me. So they also very happy about it.
Okay. What do you do if you have financial problem? We take that as a final question. What do you do if you have financial problem? Rick, who wants to go first?
Because we don't face that problem so often. Financial problem. You guys are like SPM viewers, right? Talk to your parents, lah. Tell them there's problem, lah. Cannot pay this. We need money and all. You will find out the answer.
I think what she's trying to say is, you ask your parents will give.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. You are their children. They will give. You just need to ask.
Adding to that, financial problem, look for solutions. So, and if you are still like 18, 19, like that, as she said, you can talk to your parents, because even now my parents support me as financially, because when you tell your situation, all this, they're willing to help you because they want the best in you. They always give the best they can. So for me, my parents actually support through financial problem, so I don't face much financial problem. Talk to my parents.
I think the last few sharing from them concluded that you need to talk to your parents. Share to them, be truthful, that kind of from them. And I think we're about to end the talk show. Tissue. No, you guys will miss me, don't worry. Okay, and I think to conclude this entire section, I think it was amazing listening to three of them, and I was very inspired by three of them, how they were only 21 years old, and the experiences they have gone through to be where they are right now, regards to all the little action, little effort, little step they took that actually made them happy, regards to exploring their passion, regards to seeing a little bit of growth in themselves, seeing a more confident Divine, seeing a more confident Jennifer, and seeing a very creative Sharvin in Sharvin. So all these things that actually changes them to be a more happier person, that is what concludes why do you need to actually find your passion. And I think with that, we'll end today's talk show. And thank you so much for joining us.